Hello Aluxers, it's an amazing day to have you back for a Sunday motivational video. This is a special one because you never really take time to think about the best things in life, so why not take today and go through them together? We initially wanted to title this one 15 Signs You're Living Your Best Life, but today it would have had a polarizing connotation because for some people that means having a loving family, while for others it means popping bottles in the club. We want you to reflect on each of these things we mention on our list today, for your life may literally depend on it. With that said, here are the 15 best things in life. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Number 1. Waking up next to someone you love. Finding that special someone fills a gap in you you'd otherwise want to fill with other things, but no matter how hard you try, you would still feel like you're missing something. Those of you who are in a successful relationship or marriage know the few moments of bliss you're experiencing when you snuggle with your partner and time feels like it's slowing down. Your heart and body fills with warmth and you feel love. You're radiating it. It's bouncing back to you. Waking up next to someone you love is probably the best way to start your day. Number 2. Waking up when you want to and making your own schedule. Or better said, not having to wake up at a specific hour just because someone else is making you do it. Here's something we want you to remember as long as you live. It doesn't matter how much money you have, as long as someone can tell you when to wake up, what to wear, when to show up to work, you're not free. You are not rich. Your freedom begins by taking control of the most important thing in your life, time. Unless you begin controlling time, it'll end up overpowering you. Number 3. Living with a purpose. There has to be a reason for you to wake up in the morning and jump out of bed. Nothing is worse than lacking purpose. Purpose drives your existence. A man without purpose is just a man waiting to die. Do everything in your power to find your purpose in life and do it quickly. In your pursuit of it, you'll find new purposes and you'll make proper adjustments. Be a person of purpose. Number 4. Youth and being in great health. You'll spend the first quarter of your life chasing the $1 million bill only to later realize just how rich you were before you made money. That's one of those lines we recommend you rewind. Let us introduce a new concept in your life called time billionaires. We call you guys future billionaires because you're looking to get wealthy, but wealth is more than just money. You see, when you're a teenager or young, you're time wealthy, and this particular wealth depreciates in, ironically, time. Let's say you're gonna live 85 years. The moment you're born, you're credited 2.5 billion seconds to live your life account. By the way, that kind of reminds us of the Justin Timberlake movie In Time. Anyway, the clock starts running. The abundance of time and health you're experiencing in this early stage of your life is a bigger blessing than you can imagine. They say we appreciate what we had only after we've lost it. Youth and health are two of the things that you will eventually lose, but don't let them go to waste. Number 5. Working for yourself and being successful at it. Every one of you is the CEO of your own life. Think of yourself as the company and don't go bankrupt. Working for yourself is one of the most stressful endeavors one could pursue. It's hard, it requires sacrifice, but on the other side of this complicated hill, there's freedom waiting for you. If you can crack the art of working for yourself and figure out how to be good at it, your life will change. Your existence will change. The world will open up to you. One of the best things in life is being great at your craft and having your peers and everyone else acknowledge it. That's why Maslow put it at the top of his pyramid. Throughout your life, you will pick up pieces of which you'll build yourself. Make sure you like what you're building. This self-actualization is actually more important for the individual than money, but it doesn't mean that money isn't important, as we'll see with the next point. Number 6. Not having to worry about money problems. People say money won't make you happy. This may or may not be true depending on your own personal values, but you know what? A lack of money will definitely make you miserable. Anyone who lacks money can confirm this. Growing up poor was one of the worst things about life, knowing that you need something for your well-being and not being able to afford it. Money problems are the first stepping stone to freedom. For those who do not conquer money, will be its slave until the end. Number 7. overcoming life's big obstacles through your own strength. Ridding yourself of problems is great, but there's nothing fulfilling about someone else saving you from them. It doesn't feel right. You feel in debt, and debt means you owe someone a part of your freedom, which in turn makes you not fully free. Think of the princesses that get saved by the charming prince in those fairy tales. Ideally, you want to be the one who fights your own dragons, gets help when you need it, but do not be mistaken whose battle it really is. One of the best things in life is confronting life itself and figuring out how to win. The outcome becomes a combination of the previous 3 points on this list, where you're proving to yourself and the world that you can face it. Number 8. Deep conversations with friends or people who are smarter than you. Friends make the journey of life more bearable. You need friends, and friends you can trust. They'll be the ones to cheer you on, to celebrate with you once you make it, and the shoulder you need to cry on. Your friends help you grow as an individual. Your friends are nourishment for the soul, which is why one should pick their friends very carefully, for what you put into your soul stays with you for as long as you live. A plant that doesn't keep growing will eventually die. Growth comes from learning, from discovering, from stretching your mind in the process of understanding the world and your role in it. One of the best things in life is finding new ideas that have value. Make it a priority to seek them out, for as long as you're growing, you'll be fulfilled. Number 9. Traveling the world and growing because of it. If your friends or mentors cannot provide you with the nourishment you need, then travel the world and travel far. It's scary to travel because fundamentally you're walking into the unknown, into what for you is currently darkness, and you don't know what lies within it. The more you travel, you realize that this preconceived darkness is made of places where your light has yet to shine on. When you travel, you learn who you are. You learn of people. You learn about people who lived before you and your role in the passing of time. Your senses tingle with the excitement of the new. New foods, new scents, new ideas. These feed your body, feed your soul, and in the process, add color to the self-portrait that you're painting. Number 10. Watching your kids grow to become happy and successful adults. If you decide to have kids, there's nothing better than seeing them evolve. You've created life where there wasn't any before. You've chosen to pass down your genetic code and the knowledge torch we as humans have accumulated so far for them to light up the way to a better future. There's an underlying idea that governs all humankind progress. Every parent wants their kids to live a better life than they did. It doesn't always happen, but this idea has pushed humanity forward for millennia. Many of us Aluxers will soon have kids or already have them. We all want to give them better tools for the world they will live in. You see, what particularities worked for you won't work for them, for they will already live in a very different world than the one you grew up in. One should adapt the lessons to make sure they stand the test of time, which is why earlier this year we launched a parenting channel called New Parents, and we invite you all to subscribe by going to Alux.com/newparents. Once the channel picks up some traction, we'll begin the evolution process. Think of this project like Alux, but for parenting, and we hope we'll make you all proud. Number 11. Living with a sense of gratitude. Want more from life? Good. Be thankful for what you have and life will give you more. The moment you start taking things for granted, life takes notice and begins taking things away from you, so you're reminded of how blessed you were in the first place. You often forget just how lucky you are to be alive, to be here right now, to consume this content in the comfort of your home or wherever you find yourself. Everything in life is a miracle, even life itself, so make the most out of this miracle. We don't know if there's anything after this life, but if there's even the slightest chance that this is it, the only one we get, why wouldn't we make it amazing? Number 12. Letting go of the past and living in the present. The fundamental rule governing this piece is built on the idea of freedom, and one cannot be free unless they can break the chains holding them tied back to the past. We all have stories, we all have our demons, some more than others. Those who end up being free do not allow their past to dictate their present. Their identity is not defined by what happened there. Yes, it shaped them, but they chose to reshape themselves into something and someone else. One of the best things in life is being free of the past. Only then can one afford the luxury of living in the present. Otherwise, it'll always be yesterday. Be here now. This very minute is a unique moment in time that will soon be over. While you have it, make something of it. Allow this moment to leave a footprint on who you are, even in the smallest form. Allow it to build you up, rather than just be a throwaway piece. Number 13. Becoming a person that you're proud of. Earlier we mentioned success and the way other people perceive you. But what about yourself? How do you perceive yourself? Many of us perceive ourselves differently than we truly are. We judge ourselves based on our intentions, not by our actions. Just because you thought of doing something good, you're not on the same level as the person who actually did it. Action will always be held higher in the hierarchy than intent. This is why many people end up disappointed in themselves, because they had plans and goals that deep down they knew they would achieve if they put in the work, but they got sidetracked along the way and never got there. That's where regret builds up. Do your best. Plant seeds and water them so that they grow. Nobody is going to do it for you. Take care of the soil, take care of the plants, and when the time is right, you'll be proud of what you harvest. Number 14. Hugging your parents and letting them know you love them. We mentioned earlier the concept of time billionaires. Unfortunately for most of your parents, the funds are running low and they're living the last savings they have, and staying alive is costing them 86,400 seconds every day. You don't realize just how quickly their time bank will hit zero and you'll be left without them. Once again, we only appreciate something once it's gone, and only those of you who don't have them around can tell you just how worse off life is. But if you have both of your parents, do let them know. One of the best things in life is seeing your parents' face light up when they see you. The feeling of warmth you get when you hug them is surreal, for they are your mom and dad. They made you and did what they could to get you ahead as best they knew how. You have no idea the sacrifices they made for you, so thank them and let them know how much you love them while you still can. Number 15. Living a life filled with memories and no regrets. The last thing on our list of 15 of the best things in life has to do with the way you feel about your life toward the end. What kind of life did you live? Did you give more than you took? Did you accomplish everything you set out for yourself? What if when you die you meet God and you're asked, "How was heaven? Did you have fun?" What would your answer be? Live your life right now in such a way that when you're on your deathbed looking back at it, you're proud at the ride you've had. For life is an amusement park and you're meant to have fun, to explore, to be alive. We hope all of you experiencing this wake-up call right now will change the way you go about your day, even in the slightest, so that by the end, you'll tick off as many of the boxes we've laid out in front of you. Which brings us to today's question. What's the best thing in your life right now? A little gratitude for what we have will go a long way, so shout it out in the comments section. We can't wait to hear about it. And for those still watching our Sunday videos until the end, here's your reward, a bonus. Life is a single-player game. You were born alone, you will die alone. You see life only through your eyes. Yes, you'll have quest partners along the way, but it's your journey. Your memories are in your mind. In less than 4 generations, nobody will remember you, and frankly, nobody cares the same way they didn't care about you before you were born. That's what makes life so amazing. It's the type of choose-your-own-adventure single player, and you're playing the game against the clock. You can do everything you want until the buzzer hits. Live the life only you can live. Or even better, live the life you want other people to live with your spin on it. In the process, you'll see the world for what it really is. If you play the game right, life will reward you with abundance. If you're looking for cheat codes and shortcuts, life will slam you like a liberal subreddit admin. This is a simple game to win, so go win it, Aluxers! And as a special mention toward the end here, there are many people creating fake Alux.com accounts and spamming people in the comments to get them to give them money as an investment. They are scamming naive people out of large sums of money. Important. We will never ask you for money. We will never talk to you on WhatsApp or recommend a broker via WhatsApp. Unless it's in a video or has a check mark next to our name, it is not us. Usually we ask you guys to write a specific word in the comments. This time, we want you to show these scammers the wrath of this community. The moment you see a spam comment, report it and let them know we're onto them. If YouTube won't fix this problem, we'll have to fix it ourselves. So thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. Remember to subscribe for more great content, and we always appreciate your thumbs up.